Yesterday's price is not today's price.
What's up, folks? It's your boy J Dub, the bad boy nerd. Welcome to another episode of the FOC Top 10 Show, FOC Final Order Cutoff, where we look at top 10 books every Final Order Cutoff. That is the date that stores have to get in their orders, send them into the distributors, so you can get your books. I like to identify 10 books that should be on everyone's radar. That way, you can put in your pre-orders because this is the no FOMO zone. It's the no FOMO zone. Long story short, I was in comic books for years, going back way, way back. Got out of it, came back in, didn't know what to buy, kept missing out on books. It was like 2019, books kept coming out. I kept missing them, showing up on Friday, showing up on Saturday. Shop owners like, bruh, new comic book days Wednesday, come in on a Wednesday, get the books. I would show up Wednesday after work. They would be sold out of certain books. I'm like, dude, what's going on? And he told me straight up, like, why don't you just order the books you want ahead of time and we'll have it waiting for you? I'm like, oh shit, you could do that? They're like, yeah, you could do that. Boom. Previews, boom. Final order cutoff date. The rest is history. My career took off. FOC 2020. 4 years now. 4 years doing the show. Different styles, different iterations. I just like to show up and do my little thing, every Friday, every Thursday. So here we are. Almost season 4 now, going into season 5. Another week. If you're watching live, what's up? Welcome. You already know how we do. Let's see. Hopefully everyone's coming in. Hopefully I'm coming through nice and crystal clear and loud. I got a stack of books here from Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. Every Wednesday, got a stack of books we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the market as we do. We always do market updates. And then we're going to get into this week's top 10. We do it countdown style, starting at number 10, working our way up to who's number 1 this week. Last week was a pretty dope week. This week is pretty good. We had a couple of shows. If this is your first time, welcome. But we had a couple of shows where the list was just ridiculous. Like the list was phenomenal. Like I gotta be honest, there was some lists every once in a while. I'm like, all right, they can't keep topping it. Like they're going to run out of books. A couple weeks ago, there was an incredible list. Last week was a dope list. This week is a cool list. The year's almost over. This will probably be the last YouTube show I do for the year of 2024. Coming back 2025 with a vengeance, but we're going to close out this year on a high note. Right off the bat, as I said, one of my picks of my final order cutoff list, my top 10 list, was Mark Spears' Monsters. And lo and behold, it is number 1 through 8 in the top 10 of Diamond's advanced reorders. I've never seen anything like this, folks, in all my years of collecting. I've never seen one book dominate the industry so much like Mark Spears' Monsters, which is crazy. If you watched my show a couple of weeks ago, I did. Hold on, let me see here. I showed you one of my show entitled Record Breaking Week, where I broke my own personal record. 8 of my picks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my picks were on CBSI's Hot 10 list. I just want that to sink in real quick. CBSI Top Hot 10 has 10 slots. On my FOC Top 10 list, I had 8 books land on one of their lists. Now, I'm not saying I work in conjunction with CBSI. Don't get it twisted. I don't. I have no affiliation with CBSI. It's just the fact that I'm selecting 10 books every week, and 8 of them landed on one of their lists. I think we're doing something pretty good over here. Yeah? I think that's why y'all keep coming back to see what I got to talk about. Thinking that's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, we do have a great show for you today. Quick market update as always. First thing we're going to do is go over some of the picks from my own FOC top 10 list. Shout out to everyone watching live. If you want to say what's up in the comments, you can do that. But real quick, from my list, one of my FOC top 10 picks, RuneScape from Titan Comics. It's one of my favorite books right here. Now, they had an issue with their first issue. They had a crazy situation with their first issue because for whatever reason, all the first issues were jacked. Like the whole spine was just all pinched up. So yes, RuneScape, I believe RuneScape was one of my number 1 picks on my FOC top 10 because I show a lot of love to like major game properties that have their first comic book appearance. This is RuneScape number 2. This one came out okay, kind of a 9.2 near mint. So I was collecting that. But RuneScape number 1, if you have a copy that's not all mangled, shout out to me. Again, if you have RuneScape number 1 and the spine's not all jacked up, hit me up because I still need a copy for myself. I went to 1, 2, 3 different shops. Everyone's was jacked. Everywhere I checked. I even went online. Everyone's RuneScape number 1 was jacked, so I still need a copy of RuneScape number 1. Real deal. Yo, I really miss you patting yourself on the back. I watched to see how much I Yo, you know what's funny about that? Here's the thing about me. I'm called the bad boy nerd for a reason, all right? I'm not the nice boy nerd, okay? I'm not the decent guy nerd. I definitely pat myself on the back. You know why I pat myself on the back and have no compunction with doing it? Because I'm nice like that, son. I'm fucking nice like that. Yeah, I mean, 4 years in the game and I got heat. I bring fire. I bring the heat. Seriously. And I'm aware I have haters and detractors, but you know what's funny about haters and detractors? If you have haters and detractors, that means you're doing something significant. Otherwise, they wouldn't pay attention to you. I got this lovely Scarlet Witch, Peach Momoko, co-starring Jeff the Shark. Love that cover. That was one of my FOC top 10 picks right there. Yeah, who else in the game was talking about Mark Spears Monsters back in August? I'll wait. Send me those receipts. Now everyone's scrambling to spend college money to take out a loan to buy those. I had a whole set of the first prints. Yeah. So anyone that followed me, took my advice. In baseball terms, I'm probably batting shit 500, 600, 300 puts me in the Hall of Fame. I'm like 5 or 600 in baseball terms with my FOC top 10 picks. It is what it is. I actually went and picked up more copies of Spectacular Spider-Man #9. It is the first full appearance of Elementary. So I went, did a little hunting around, grabbed more copies of that. Scarlet Witch #6. Great read. It's the first full appearance and introduction of Amaranth. She's actually a very powerful character. So, that's still on shelves. I went and picked up a few more of those. I got about 3 or 4 copies of those. This was actually my favorite book. Well, one of my favorite books of the week. If you don't know what's going on in Storm 3, she gets freak nasty with Wolverine. Non-spoiler alert. The whole world kind of knows now. But yeah, Storm and Wolverine get busy, and that's a whole thing. And then she's like summoned. She's like summoned by Doctor Doom, the Sorcerer Supreme. So pretty nice key issue right there. Storm 3. Star Wars Battle of Jakku, Insurgency Rising #2. This is the first appearance of of new Star Wars characters, in particular. What's that girl's name? Jazz something Jiz Diva. I don't know. It's a new character. You know what? I'm gonna pop it out and look now. I don't give a fuck. We live. Let's talk about it. Yeah, if you follow me, I'm a Star Wars fan. Uh the Battle of Jakku series has a lot of first appearances in it, but this one in particular had a cool new character that I like a lot. What the hell is this chick's name? Oh, all these Star Wars people got weird names. Ziva Bliss. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. First appearance of Ziva Bliss and her crew. Ziva Bliss and her crew. Just Diva, I know, right? Where the hell's my mind? Yeah, Ziva Bliss. So yeah, her first appearance with her crew's in Insurgency Rising #2. This whole series has like 10 or 12 different first appearance characters. So that's a nice spec right there. And of course, if you follow me, this should be a no-brainer. This was my #1 pick 4 or 5 weeks ago, of which I just have like a shit ton of copies of the spoiler variant of Ultimate Universe Year One. First, this is just a whole stack by itself of that. Yeah, Ultimate, great story, by the way, excellent story. Yeah, so with that being said, that is just a quick update. Also, what I also noticed, let's do this real quick. Let's see, share screen. Do. Where we at? Boom, there it is. Let's go big screen on that. Oh, snap. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get to you, real deal. You living up to your name, real deal. I'm gonna holler at you real quick. Yeah, this is on Twitter right here. Comicron's Twitter, Zootopia. Zootopia was the top advanced reordered new series launch from Diamond, followed up by Mark Spears' Monsters #2 reprint. So Zootopia, if you watched my show last week and you saw my top 10 list, what was my top 10? #10 was Zootopia. So yeah, it turns out that's the top ordered book coming out. So yeah, that was pretty newsworthy. That popped up because I follow these guys, so that popped up on my alerts. And then of course, Mark Spears' Monster is just a gift that keeps on giving. Just when I thought I flipped enough of them, there are more exclusives coming out. I got a stack of Mark Spears Monsters. And yeah, I'm going to keep talking about them because they just keep breaking more records. Dude, I can't even, you know what? The stack is too big to even lift up. So they're off camera. You just got to trust me. They're over there. They're right there. You've seen them before. You watched the show. But yeah, let's holler at people real quick. You got the Chew variant. Yeah, I got the Chew variant too. Yeah, I love that variant. You see, just I know, right? Dude, you got the ultimate year one universe 10 ready for the bay. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, bro, you got that job. Yo, anyway, also I think we covered this last week. Stormbreakers variant, Avengers Assemble number 4, the first appearance of Sir Seconds and Dr. Clock and whatever the hell. The Miss Minutes homies, first appearance, cover appearance. So hopefully you got that as well. FOC top 10 pick. So yeah, man. We're just gonna jump right into it because it's almost Christmas time and I got shit to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do this week's top 10. And let's see how this top 10 list performs in the market afterwards. As always, we just, I just picked 10 books I think is noteworthy. I'm not saying they're going to shatter records. I'm not saying they're going to break sales records. I'm not even guaranteeing that they're going to be good flips. All right. Like I always say, I just make the list. I don't control the market. I just make the list. So with that being said, when it does do some dope shit, I'd be like, oh, damn. Okay. Cool. And then I throw them on the bay and flip them and you can too. All right, let's do this. First of all, off the bat, coming in at number 10. Y'all ain't ready for this one. Heat Seekers, Combustion, number 3. I like her name, Gun Honey. Yeah, I like the Gun Honey series. Love the Gun Honey series. As a matter of fact, I think it's already been optioned to be a streaming series. But every once in a while, they put out a really dope cover. I love cover fire. I love hot chicks on the cover. I love a great variant. As a matter of fact, this has all the elements. A nice, clean virgin cover with some beautiful chicks who I'm sure they aren't virgins. This is a 1-in-10 ratio. 1-in-10 ratio variant. That's really, really easy to get. That's something you can probably even pre-order from the store directly. Ask them for that. Great way to start off the list. I'm probably going to scoop that up. I got some dope Gun Honey variants. I read the first series. I didn't keep up with all of them. But yeah, for sure. It's has a hot cover. Now, I think I know what you're talking about. It's on my radar. Trust me on that. It's on my radar. Shout out to a Canadian survivalist. Are you from Canada? If so, which province? We're kicking it off with Cover Fire coming in at number 10. Heat Seeker Combustion number 3, 1-in-10. Let's see who's coming in at number 9. Oh, it's your boy, Kanto. This is a beautiful cover. I love this cover. First of all, I love Kanto. The whole history of Kanto, the Clockwork Knight, is pretty dope. This is a great cover. This is cover B, the cover B variant. This was pushed back 3 months. This was supposed to come out like a month or 2 ago, but it's pushed out into January. So now it's finally showing up on this FOC. I was actually waiting for this book to drop because I saw the cover like 3 or 4 months ago. Finally, it's here. I love this. Shout out to Ontario. But yeah, tell me what you think about Kanto. Great story. Kanto's covers are always fire. Love all the covers. Honestly, you can't go wrong if you go cover A, if you go cover B, C. And the beautiful thing about Kanto, you don't even have to chase a ratio. Just tell your local comic shop that you want to get cover B or cover C. In this case, this is a dope cover B, and I absolutely love it. This is the finale of the first major Kanto story arc. So we're going to see where it goes from here. All right, next up, coming in at number 8. Yeah, that's good stuff. Not only is Hannah Rose May cute as shit. Y'all know I got a crush on that sexy old cute redhead. Not only is she one of my favorite writers, not only did she do one of my favorite books of the past few years, Rogues Gallery, not only did she co-star, guest star on one of my favorite shows, Curb Your Enthusiasm. By the way, if I didn't know that, Hannah Rose May is also a Hollywood type. She's an actress, and she's pretty damn good at it. If you haven't seen her episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Google that real quick. Go Google Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hannah Rose May. I'm sure it's going to show up on her IMDb. Go watch that episode. It's so damn funny. I just got 2 words for you. Come police. Anyway, Exorcism at 1600 Pen is Hannah Rose May's newest book. It's about the first woman president and her family all up in the White House dealing with a major international crisis. And oh, by the way, the White House might have a demon possession in it. Only Hannah Rose May could write some shit like that. She's got a very keen sense of dark humor, as she displayed in her first series, Rogues Gallery. It's back with The Exorcism at 1600 Pen. This is cover B with a obvious homage to the Exorcist movie. So yeah, that's on my radar, and it should probably be on yours as well. Yeah, check her out. She's I always say this about writers, especially Hollywood types. You got guys like Keanu Reeves, who obviously put out Berserker, David Dasmalchian, who put out that new book about knights and ninjas, or some knights and samurai or something. Yeah, you remember when Nicolas Cage put out a book with his son back in the day? Yeah, it is damn hot. You sometimes wonder if Hollywood types actually have skills, or if they're just trying to build off of their Hollywood hype to peddle their little side passion. But in the case of Hannah Rose May, I don't know if she was a writer first, actor second, or she's an actor first, writer second, or she just dope at both. But she's really good at both. And yeah, it's almost like that thing where rappers want to be basketball players, athletes want to be rappers. You're going to be good at one thing or the other, but in her case, she's pretty damn good. Coming in at number 7. Now, this made my list for 2 reasons. One, Joshua Williams is writing the hell out of Superman. I've already admitted several times. Let me blow myself up so you can see this. Blow myself up more. I've already admitted several times, I'm not a big Superman fan. However, with Joshua Williamson at the helm of Superman, he's writing Superman and he's making Superman actually interesting to read. With the Superman 4, the Lex Luthor, and all of that going on, with this latest issue right here, Superman number 22, Doomsday is back. He's bigger than ever. He's badder than ever. Obviously, every time you kill him, he regenerates, evolves, and gets stronger and more unstoppable. The best way to stop Doomsday is not to kill him. I don't want to give away spoilers. Superman fights Time Trapper. Time Trapper turns out to be something you didn't think it ain't, but he is. Allegedly, Superman's teaming up with Doomsday in this issue. Yes, you heard right. Teaming up with Doomsday. The way Josh Williamson is writing stuff right now, I got to see what that's all about. John Boy Myers variant, Miko Soyan. Anyone who knows how to say Miko soy sauce's name, please let me know how to pronounce Soyan. Miko variant. I love both covers. Coming in at number 7. And because I'm such a stan, of course, Star Wars is on the list. Breaking in at number 6. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, full on sight, John Boy. That's right. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yep, that's right. 6 for sure. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. Anytime I see a John Boy Myers variant, I always pull that variant, always. So the fact he's doing that Doomsday, absolutely. Legacy of Vader. This takes place between two movies I absolutely hated. The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Couldn't stand those movies. I thought they both sucked. However, I do love Kylo Ren. I love Kylo Ren and I love Charles Soule. Charles Soule is the guy who gave us the first Kylo Ren story in comic books, The Rise of Kylo Ren. Great series. Of course, hold on. Miko Suwayan. Thank you, real deal. Miko Suwayan. That's how you say it. I always pull the Miko variant. How about that? Love me some Miko variant. Legacy of Vader being written by the one and only Charles Soule. Of course, he of Star Wars novels. Of course, he of 8 Billion Genies. Of course, he of the upcoming Lucky Devils, which, by the way, was my number one pick on my FOC top 10 list 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that'll be coming out. Black History Month variant on the little inset. Main cover. Love that main cover right there. Don't ask me who the artist is. I didn't bother looking. I'm just going to automatically hit it. Coming in at number 5, Power Man Timeless. Who read Timeless for 2024, which featured a OP Power Man. So for those who don't know, Power Man has the powers of the future Timeless Power Man, has the powers of the Incredible Hulk, he has the Iron Fist, and he absorbed Sentry's power. So he's like literally the most powerful superhero in the history of the universe. Me. I forgot about him. You think that was a Jiang cover? It could have been. I like his covers as well. It would be cool if so, because he usually does variants. So having him on a main cover A would be pretty cool. Yeah, so Power Man Timeless goes further into the aura, the story, the epic of what made Luke Cage to be the final boss of all final bosses in the Timeless universe. Quick question: what Earth universe does the Timeless universe take place in? Pretty sure it's not Earth 616. I'm just curious what Earth universe it takes place in. He is the final hero of that universe, so I want to check that out. I wish Al Ewing was writing this. Al Ewing is not writing this. I wish he was, because he would definitely put that extra flavor touch, that universal flavor that we all know and love, that only Al Ewing could bring us. Number 4, Love It or Hate It. Love it or hate it. Here's the deal. Zoom in on me. Boom. I got to talk about monsters. You know what I'm saying? I can't not talk about it because it's taking over the whole industry. It's a phenomenon. And it's crazy because, again, for like the 20th time, yeah, I swear, J-Dub, this dude just loves big up in himself all the time. Yeah, I do actually. It's fun because like 0 people were talking about it. And I was like, hey, y'all should check out this Mark Spears Monsters book, if nothing else, for the artwork. And then bang, zoom to the moon. Monsters number 2, second print, the Beheaded variant. So I did mention this in another show. If you don't get it from your comic shop, and God knows why wouldn't a comic shop order the hottest book in the industry right now? Like, you would sell out if you're out there, if you're a retailer and you're listening to my voice. If you're not ordering 20 copies, 25 copies of Mark Spears, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're going to sell out. It's going to fly off the shelves. But for the most part, usually shops are only getting what people order for their pull, their subs, and they're not even making the shelf. Maybe 1, maybe 2 copies by accident. And then a day or two later, someone's walking in. You guys have any Mark Spears monsters? And the shops are like, no. If I was a shop owner, and I'm not, but if I was, but I do own enough books, I might as well open a shop. I would have went so hard on Mark Spears monsters. Pause. Just saying. The coloring, the details, it's just so good. I know, right? The stories are good. No shit, really. See, everyone's going crazy because the art, the variants is hard to find. They only have a print run of 3,000. But if you actually open it up and read it, it's a pretty damn good story. It's actually really good. He created his own universe using the Universal Monsters lore. And coming in at number 3. I think you guys are going to like number 3. I really think you guys are going to like number 3. If you follow me, you know I'll go left field sometimes. I'll pull some books out of my ass that ain't no one checking for. Mark Spears monsters for the 1,000th time. If you've been following me for the past 4 years, you remember when I told you about Wolverine 36. Turned out to be Helperine. You remember when I told you about My Little Pony 14, which turned out to be a big hit. Remember me talking about Dungeons and Dragons Saturday Adventures, which turned out to be a huge hit. And now I am proud to present Pinup Apocalypse. 1950s, the adventures of 2 pinup girls against a horde of zombies and aliens. Folks, I don't know if it's going to be a hit. This is what I do know. I love the premise. I love pinup chicks. I love all the covers. There's about 15 different covers. They're all pretty hot. I picked my favorites. There's a Walking Dead variant. There's this cool-ass 1-in-10 ratio variant. Already pre-ordered one of those. The 1-in-25 variant is pretty hot. Already ordered one of those. But yeah, I do like the whole premise of 1950s zombie invasion. Sometimes things happen and someone will write a story and you'll be like, damn, first of all, why didn't anyone do this before? Second of all, why the hell didn't I think of that? Right? But I do like this cover right here. I'm gonna show this. I'm a fiend when it comes to dope covers. I really am. I can figure this out real quick. Yeah, I'm really a sucker when it comes to like really cool covers. And I really like this cover. So let's throw this all the way up. Yeah, I really like this cover. I like that cover a lot. This is the Pinup Apocalypse number 1, 1-in-10 from Massive. You guys, if you follow me, you know how I feel about Massive. They have great gimmicks, great covers, stories and art, not so much. Like Seinfeld, not so much. This is a great cover right here. Pinup Apocalypse number 1. This is the Walking Dead homage variant. I love that one. Got that one pre-ordered. And then this is another great cover right here. This is the 1-in-25. Nice little throwback pinup cover right there. F.O.C. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take a chance on it. If the writing's good, hopefully it'll be a pretty good story. I'm gonna take a chance on that. That's why I bring it in. I bring it in at number 3 because I feel like it's not going to be too big of a book because it's Massive. But Massive always does all their great covers. They love their variants. But yeah, we'll give it a chance. So it's my number 3. Number 2, I actually just watched Venom Last Dance the other night. It was goofy. It was fun. Eddie Brock is now teaming up with Carnage. Not a spoiler. If you already know that, you already read Venom War number 5. You saw how it ended. Prelude to this. By the way, Venom War number 5. Obviously on my FOC top 10 list. And now Eddie Brock is teaming up with Carnage, which is crazy because Eddie Brock goes all the way back to 1988. I was like 12 years old in 1988. You do the math on that. I remember when Amazing Spider-Man 298 came out, Chance Encounter, Todd McFarlane on pencil. I remember 299 with the Venom appearance on the back panel. I remember the iconic Amazing Spider-Man 300. Matter of fact, I bought a copy of that of that off of a rack in a 7-Eleven with my $2 that I made as a 12-year-old. So I go all the way back to say that Eddie Brock goes all the way back to the 1980s. Carnage popped up when? 1990, 91 maybe? Is this their first time teaming up together? That'd be pretty cool if so. Let me know in the comments. Is this Eddie Brock's first time teaming up with Carnage to form a new symbiote? Number 2, I love Humberto Ramos. Ramos wraparound. Main cover is always the play. Number 1, this week is going to be one that's going to surprise you guys. Rarely does DC Comics make number 1, but I was checking this out. I think this is going to be something. It might be something significant. Maybe. Should be. It sounds pretty cool. Let's see how they do it. My number 1 pick for this week, Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum. Introduces the fractal lanterns who are powered by uncontrolled emotions of the Lantern Spectrum. This is being touted as a game changer. I'm all about seeing if you could take an established status quo and introduce a new storyline, a new arc, a new character, and change the direction of the entire status quo. You might get some new readers. I'm actually going to check this out myself. I'm going to pre-order this. Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum is my number 1 pick. Let me know what you think about my number 1 pick. Not afraid to take chances. I am not even a major Green Lantern fan like that. I am a fan of Guy Gardner because he's a colossal ass. I love that about him. I think John Stewart is the ultimate Green Lantern. I know he's about to be introduced into the DCU, and let's see what they do with the Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum. Do the quick rundown like we always do. Number 10, Pure TNA Cover Fire. Heat Seekers Combustion, part of the Gun Honey Saga. 1 in 10, a Virgin. Kanto, the homie. Kanto, the homie. This is the final issue, the finale, cover B. Exorcism at 1600 pen. Number 3, Exorcist Homage. Superman 22 teaming up with Doomsday. Miko Suwayan. I probably blew that. Legacy of Vader. This takes place between 2 of my worst Star Wars movies, but for me, Kylo Ren was the best part of the Star Wars sequels. I could care less about everyone else. I wanted more Kylo Ren. This explores the story of Kylo between Last Jedi and Rise of the crappy movie. My number 6 pick. Timeless Power Man. Go ahead and pre-order it. It's a great read. The covers are epic. Pin-Apocalypse. 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 Looking forward to that. Great covers. Eddie Brock and Carnage together. And of course, Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum. The next Green Lantern epic starts here. It looks like there's a host of all new lanterns. We'll see what happens. So yeah, folks, this will probably be my last show or my last YouTube show. The list is going to keep coming. I'm going to do a list. I'm going to keep doing the list every week. Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm always posting about new books. I'm always doing comic book updates and all of that. And I'm also just saying some off the wall stuff sometimes because that's just how I am. Right. Full list comes out tomorrow, every Friday. New show will be launching in January of 2025, I think. We'll see what happens. Or I might just say I'm done with this. I'm not doing any more lists. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Sometimes I feel like this is a lot of work. And then oh, okay, cool. You're gonna DM me. That's dope. Yeah, no, seriously. Sometimes I'm like, dude, this is a lot of work. And I don't, I wonder if people are actually paying attention. And then someone be DM me and be like, dude, your recommendation the other day, good looking out. And I'm like, oh, okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that. But other than that, yeah, my FOC, there they go. Yeah, these were two of my FOC top 10 picks. Hopefully everyone got their copies. Yeah, I will catch you guys on Instagram. Let me know what y'all think about this list. You can always hit me up on the gram. That's me right there at the Bad Boy Nerd. I'm there every day, all day long. I live on the gram. I don't do shit else but read comic books, talk about comic books, research comic books, talk about comic books, collect comic books, buy more comic books, flip comic books, and sell comic books. As a matter of fact, I need to have like some kind of live sale or claim sale. I got to get rid of this shit because when I do my FOC top 10 list, I actually order all this shit. First Spider Girl full named appearance or whatever. I order all this shit. So I got multiple copies of everything. So if anyone wants to like buy some books off of me and put together like a box, cheap mailing or whatever, yeah, I'll post them on my page. We can do that. Discounted price. I ain't gonna sell them retail price. $3.99 book. I'll sell for like $3. I gotta get rid of them. I'm running out of room. Right behind me is a stack. This is like a stack of just Ultimate Universe Year One Wolverine covers. So yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, folks. I'll see you all on the gram. Thanks for showing up live. If you showed up live, that's nuts. Peace.